Hey, Popeye are the latest.
Good morning, Popeyes. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
Greetings, viewers and subscribers. So in today's journey, we are still driving along the Belt Parkway. We are heading towards Queens in New York. We are driving in the rain. So continue to sit back, continue to relax, and continue to drive with me. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the like button as yet? Or are you gonna wait until the video almost done? No matter wait. Just hit on the like button from now. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, remember, hit on the subscribe button, as also hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we upload a new video, you will be the first to be notified. We want to give you the stories straight. So, we are telling you from now. Now, Angie Miles, big up your nice, clean self. You know why. Enough respect. Now, have you seen that man on your screen? That man, his name is Calwayne White, but he is popularly known as Wayne. Now, Wayne, he is 26 years old and he's from Orange Bay in the parish of Hanover. Wayne is about 5 feet 8 inches tall and he weighs about 200 pounds. He was last seen on Wednesday, June 22, 2022. He had left Orange Bay to Montego Bay to meet with a lady at a hotel. He has not been seen or heard from since. Now, when Wayne was last seen, he was wearing a brown joggers and a brown footwear. We are not sure what color shirt he was wearing. Calls to Wayne's cell phone has gone unanswered and he has not been seen on WhatsApp. His family, they are worried sick about him. We were given the number for a family member, but we are not going to broadcast that number because we don't know under what circumstances Wayne has gone missing. Now, if you have any idea where Wayne is, or if you have seen him, please call 119 or the nearest police station. You can also send us a WhatsApp message at 876-458-9111. Now, in the first story for today, I do want you to listen to this one carefully. After you listen to it, I want you to drop your comments in the comment section and tell me what are your views on this one. Listen up. The Withorn police in the parish of Westmoreland, they had no option but to arrest and charge a 45-year-old man. Now, this man, his name is Paul. He's living at Hartford District in the parish of Westmoreland. Hear this now. Monique, she is 15 years old and she attends a high school in the parish of Westmoreland. Paul is Monique's father. Monique is living at Hartford with his father and other family members. Now, the school that Monique attends, it ends at 3 p.m. Late last month, Monique, she came home late from school. And we are talking about late. We are talking about 9 p.m. late. 6 hours after school was over. Paul, Monique's father, he confronted Monique and he asked her why she came home late. Now, big woman, 15-year-old Monique, she started behaving the most disrespectful way towards her father, telling him not to ask her any question. Paul then boxed her in her face. Monique, she stormed out of the house and went straight to the Withorn police station where she filed a report. She gave the police a written statement and she was given a letter to go and seek medical attention. The police, they asked her if she wanted them to just talk to her father about the incident. Monique, she replied, "No, me want to lock him up." So Paul, he was arrested and charged for the offense of assault occasioning actual bodily harm. He was offered station bail and he will be going to the courts shortly to face his judgment. Now, what are your comments on this one? You want to hear my comments? 4 words. Not under my roof. Full stop. Why may I tell you? Anyhow, let's move on. We carried a story yesterday And we told you about a youngster named Kevan Lee. We are told that he was called is it Wani or Oni? Anyhow, Kevan, he was 18 years old and he lived at Bog District in the Darliston police area in the parish of Westmoreland. We told you that Kevan, he took his own 3 points. Now, we did some digging and here is what we found out. Now, if you look on your screen, those are some photographs of young Kevan. Kevan, he's a past student of the Louisville High School at Newmarket in the parish of St. Elizabeth. We are told that teachers and former classmates of Kevan, they are shocked that Kevan took his own 3 points. By the way, let me clarify something. If you are wondering why we keep saying someone took their own 3 points instead of life, we are not being disrespectful. We are just being careful. Let me tell you something. Our videos are being scrutinized and some persons, they are vowing to take down this channel off of YouTube. But guess what? We have news for them. Yeah man, we have news for them. Keep on reporting the videos here. Anyhow, we are told that Kevan, he was a good student at Louisville High School. But since lately, he started acting a bit strangely. So Saturday evening, while he was having dinner, he told his family that he was gonna take his own 3 points. It seems like they didn't take him serious. But Kevan, he was serious and he took his own 3 points. And talking about taking his own 3 points, we are learning that man on your screen, his name is Enroy Madourie. He was an inspector of police and he was working in the St. Catherine Division. Inspector Madourie, he was a part of the JCF's Accelerated Promotion Program in the mid-2000s. He reached the rank of inspector on the program, but he has been stagnant for a while now. He has been an inspector of police for over 15 years. Now, Inspector Madourie, he was found dead in his car at his Whitewater Meadows home in Spanish Town in the parish of St. Catherine. He was found early this morning, Tuesday, July 12th, 2022, with a single gunshot wound to his head. The JCF, they are not saying much, and by now, we know how the JCF operates. Based on what we are seeing, we have drawn the conclusion that Inspector Madourie, he may have taken his own 3 points. We are digging, and we will be updating this story shortly. But condolences to the family and friends of young Kevan Lee and Inspector Madourie. Let me tell you something. You see, depression is real and it should not be taken lightly or taken for granted. Remember me tell you. Now, this next incident, it took place early this morning, Tuesday, July 12th, 2022, about 1 o'clock. It took place along the Bear Road, main road, in the parish of Westmoreland. Now, that young man on your screen, his name is Kimani Cornish. He was only 18 years old. We are told that Kimani's mother, she has 7 children, and Kimani, he was the last child. That man on your screen, his name is Amefika Spence. He was popularly known as FLICKA and he was 27 years old. Both FLICKA and Kimani, they lived in the New Hope, Little London area in the parish of Westmoreland. So we are learning that early this morning, FLICKA and Kimani, they were traveling on a motorcycle. They were traveling from Savannah Lamar towards Little London direction. We are told that they were coming from a party. We are also told that on reaching the Bear Road main road, the motorcycle that they were on and a white Ford truck collided. Both Kimani and FLICKA, they were flung from the motorcycle. From all indication, they both died on the spot. We are told that the bike that they were traveling on, it smashed into a ravine. Sad indeed. We would like to express our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these 2 young men. We have heard so many good things about both of them. Sad indeed. Now, yesterday, we brought you a story and we told you that a man named Kevin, he was killed in Flamstead in the parish of Hanover. We told you that we would be updating this story. So here goes. We still haven't gotten Kevin's full name, but he's from a place named Elgintown in the parish of Hanover. Now, I'm going to be telling you something about Kevin. And what we are going to tell you about Kevin is in no way a justification for killing him. We are just here stating the facts as we know it. So like we said, Kevin, he's from Elgintown in the parish of Hanover. Kevin used to drive a white Toyota Fielder motor car. The license plate for that car is PH2035. Kevin, he used the car to run a little taxi, but that was only a cover for his thieving activities. Yes, I said it. Kevin, he was a goat thief. Kevin thief goats all over Western Jamaica, but mostly in the parish of Hanover and Westmoreland. We had obtained a video that went viral in December of 2021. That video, it is 6 seconds long. We are going to be showing you the video, but we can't show the original video on YouTube because it was bloody. Kevin, he had gone to a place named Mount Peace in the parish of Hanover, where he stole some goats. The car that he was driving, it picked up a puncher, but Kevin, he didn't bother to stop. He rimmed the car. He was chased and he was held at a place named Dundepen, also in the parish of Hanover. I'm gonna show you the video, but I'm gonna have to put it in black and white because, like we said, Kevin, he was very bloody. Remember, the video is only 6 seconds. Here goes. So you heard that? No. Let me play it again. So you heard what the lady said. The lady is saying that she got the goat till the goat got killed. We are not sure whether or not the police got involved or what was the outcome. But Kevin, he got some serious blows and he was bleeding from his head and his face. Now, in relation to Sunday night, here is what we are learning. Kevin, on Sunday, he left Hanover on legitimate taxi business. We are told that a lady from the parish of Hanover, she chartered Kevin to carry her to the grave digging that was being held at Jerusalem Mountain in the parish of Westmoreland. Yeah man, that same grave digging where the mayhem took place. We have an update coming up next on that grave digging or on that mayhem. We are told that Kevin, he was at the grave digging with the lady and he left at minutes to 7 p.m. with the lady. They were returning to Hanover when two hoodlums and a motorcycle rode up behind them along the Flamstead main road in the parish of Hanover and opened a barrage of gunshots at them. Kevin, he was shot and he died as a result. We are told that the lady who was in the car, she received injuries to her hip, but luckily she was not shot. Remember, we told you that the police, they recovered 10 9mm Spence shells from the scene. We don't know why Kevin was targeted, but that wasn't a case of attempted robbery. Someone wanted Kevin dead, and Kevin, he ended up dying. We are still digging, and certainly we will be coming back. Now, in relation to the incident that we carried yesterday about the mayhem that took place at Jerusalem Mountain, that man on your screen, his name is Hopeton Stewart. He was popularly known as Blacks or Bogle. We told you that he had gone to Jerusalem Mountain in the parish of Westmoreland on Sunday, July 10th, 2022, some minutes after 7 p.m. He had gone there to pick up someone when he was pounced on and shot in his face by a hoodlum. Blacks, he ended up losing control of the Toyota Vaxi that he was driving, and it mowed down a group of people who were attending the grave digging at the nearby cemetery. Now, if you look on your screen, that is a photograph of the Toyota Vaxi that Blacks was driving after it mowed down the folks and crashed into a ditch. So yesterday, we told you that 2 ladies died as a result of being mowed down by the Voxy. That lady on your screen, her name is Mrs. Roslyn Shearer Grant, but she was popularly known as Miss Rosie. Miss Rosie, she was the 50-year-old vendor who was killed. We also told you that a lady named Miss Denise Richards, she was also killed. Her 13-year-old daughter was also seriously injured in the crash. Now, a man was also killed, but when we made checks, he was still not identified because he's not from the area. This morning, we received unconfirmed reports that another person died as a result of being mowed down. Like we said, that is unconfirmed, and we are trying to get confirmation. Now, if that is true, it would mean that 5 persons were killed in this one incident. All because of one little dirty drunkro with a gun. Boy, may I tell you, sad indeed. Now, in the final story for today, this one took place at Cherry Park Close at West Green in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. It took place last night, Monday, July 11th, 2022, some minutes to 10 o'clock. Now, the man you are seeing on your screen, his name is Mr. Norman Leslie Brown. He was popularly known as Nampo, and he was 72 years old. He lived at the same address at West Green in Montego Bay. We are being told that Nampo, back in the day, he was a top-class footballer for the Wadadah Football Club in Montego Bay. The information we are getting is that last night, a grey Toyota Mark X motorcar drove into the community of Cherry Park Close at West Green. 2 hoodlums came out of the car and they went into Nampo's yard. We are told that they spoke with Nampo for a while. Nampo, he was sitting inside of his living room. The 2 hoodlums, we are told that they engaged Nampo in a friendly conversation. Now, the front door for Nampo's house, it was opened. The 2 hoodlums, they entered the house. One of them, he brandished a gun and bam bam! Nampo, he was hit. He received 2 gunshot wounds to his head. The 2 hoodlums, they then ran back to the Toyota Mark X motorcar and made good their escape from the community. The police were called and they went to the scene. Now, when they went to Nampo's house, he was seen sitting on the same chair where he sat when he was talking to the hoodlums. He had gunshot wounds, like we said, to his head. Nampo, he appeared to have died on the spot. Our information is that when the police processed this crime scene, 2.40 mm Spence shells were recovered from the scene. Just like that, the life of a legend was taken. We are told that back in the day, Nampo, he was a top-class footballer for Wadadah Football Club. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Papa in Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sin if we just unite. What a country this will be if we just unite. Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite. What a country this will be if we just unite. Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them no out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane. Everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. come now the